Many potential Fiverr sellers create an account, get excited, and then struggle, and they don't make a lot of progress, they don't sell a lot of gigs and quit, and that happens to actually most people. So in this video, I want to explain to you what to do on day one so that you start building momentum, you do everything right, and you start making sales and grow and make progress. And beginning is always the hardest. It's going to be frustrating. You're going to have some failure. The sales are going to be slow. All the problems are going to be felt the worst at the beginning. You just have to get through it. And don't look at successful sellers and compare them to yourselves, because they probably struggled in the beginning as well, but they just have a lot of time advantage. So looking at successful sellers is the best way to make yourself feel bad about yourself. Don't look at it. Just look at your own progress. As long as you're doing everything right and every day you're doing something to improve your account, then you're on the right track. Persistence is key. Persistence will get you everywhere. So on day one, of course, you already understand you've got to create your 7 gigs, each targeting some different keywords. We already talked about that, but you have to do that. Then make sure you set your prices for each gig. At least the starter package should have the $5 option, so that it's easy for people to try your services, because your services are unproven. You don't have a lot of reviews. Then you need to start getting initial reviews. Most of the initial reviews, if you don't have an audience, like a lot of followers, a big email list, which most people don't have that, which is okay. But everybody has friends. You need to get initial reviews from friends and family to at least get a little bit of a boost in the rankings and at least a little bit of social proof, because a gig without ratings has very low purchase rate. Very few people give that a chance. So you need to put reviews on your gigs. You can ask friends and family to buy and try your gig. Now there's a gray area strategy. Some people do it, some people don't like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do this, but you can reimburse people the initial fee for buying your gig. You can just reimburse them, at least so they can try it, so there's no risk for them. And of course, you would do that with your friends. This is, of course, against terms of service, but a lot of people do this anyway, just because they need that little push. This is, of course, against terms of service on Fiverr, and of course, you can get your account penalized and banned. So this is controversial advice, but the truth is that a lot of people do this in the beginning just to push their gigs up, just to get a few reviews. Of course, don't do this long term, because it doesn't even make sense long term. You're just going to be losing money. So long term, it won't matter, because long term, your gig quality will be really the deciding factor. Because if buyers like your gig, they'll give it good ratings and your gig will rank in Fiverr. But if buyers don't like it, there's no amount of your own reviews that can save you. But in the beginning, you do have to get a little creative for how to get reviews, especially if you don't have your own audience. And friends and family, that's the best source. And usually people have hundreds of friends on social media, so it's not hard to get it if you try. Then you have to make sure that once you get initial clients, real clients, not your friends and family, but actual buyers, you need to get them and retain them by doing a great job so that they can buy more and more of your gigs. And whatever you do long term, like after day one, like week one, month one, and moving forward, you need to keep on pushing your gigs, promoting, so that they start ranking in Fiverr SEO. You're already well aware of the important factors for Fiverr SEO, and you just need to keep making sales, getting reviews, getting your average order sale up, boosting your gig conversion rate by making it look attractive. And that's the recipe from starting on day one to moving forward to be successful on Fiverr and not get frustrated and quit. Now, also, don't forget to make your gigs look attractive as possible. Nice video, nicely written description, FAQ section, filling out every section of the Fiverr gig setup, including portfolio, connecting your social media, writing a good bio, all those things, having very attractive thumbnails for your gigs. All those things you have to do before growth can start. So make sure that on day one, your gigs look very attractive, you did your SEO, and you start getting initial reviews. And then unless you chose a niche that is way too competitive, if you did choose a reasonable niche without tremendous competition and did your keywords right, then you should begin to start getting sales after having done all of these steps.